Hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So today I'm going to talk about why it's so important to believe in yourself. Do you believe in you? Do you? You may wonder why it's so important to believe in yourself, right? But the simple answer is really that when it comes right down to it, you're the only one who will totally believe in you. No one else will. Your spouse and your family, they'll believe in you to a certain extent, of course, right? They're your family. But when times get tough, family support tends to wane. And it's not that they don't love you or care about you. It's just that maybe they've seen you quit before and maybe they've stopped believing in you. About certain things, right? And while this doesn't always happen, it happens enough to cause conflict. I see it all the time. Hi, Anitra. Good to see you. So, why wouldn't your friends and family support you? Well, one example is when a spouse or your parents, they initially give you support. Say you're starting a new business. That's been my experience. I sell Avon and I build an Avon business, and I have a lot of new reps that come in, and this is kind of what happens to a lot of them. But so they get started in your new business, right? And then when your new business doesn't quite work out the way your family or your spouse believes it should, or you don't start making money right away, they start to question whether you should continue with it. If your belief starts to weaken, you might start to take on their way of thinking. Our belief can start to weaken due to that fear of the unknown, right? When you first start your new business, everyone is excited for you and will tell you to give it your best shot, right? But then when the prospects of the business become murkier, that excitement turns to fear. Another reason why your friends and family might not have belief in you is that they've seen you at your worst. They remember all the times when you've made decisions that maybe weren't so good. This might be especially true if you've tried other businesses in the past and you didn't have success, or you didn't give those businesses the effort that you needed to for you to be able to have success. They might want you to be successful, but they need to see you making the effort before they're really fully going to get behind you and believe in you, right? So having some bumps in the road is normal. It's totally normal. The problem is the path towards success for these ventures is never a straight line. It's not. It's not going to go, boom, you're successful. It's up and down and up and down. We know that, right? And in fact, that's what defines the success of the business or the venture that you're working on, and the people who are taking the risks. And so that up and down, that is not a straight line. That's part of the journey. It should be welcomed and not feared. All of these experiences that you've had or not had in your life have brought you up to where you are exactly today. All of your successes and all of your failures. Because I bet you've learned from everything, right? Everything that's happened in your life brings you to where you are today. And some of those things might be just what will help you be successful this time. So don't let fear hold you back. The fear of the unknown might start to creep into your mind. When you're starting something new, you're always going to run into rough patches, right? Things will get hard and you're going to come up against roadblocks. It's just part of bettering yourself, whether it's in a new business or whatever you're working towards. If you're doing something new or something that you haven't done before, you're going to do that. You're going to run into roadblocks and things are going to get hard and you're not always going to know what to do, right? And then it starts to become easier to listen to your family and friends tell you that you should stop working your business because it's failing, because now you're questioning yourself. And so you start to believe them. And they will continue down this negative path until you really decide to stop. And so if you do choose to give up on your business, they will tell you that it wasn't meant to be and that starting a business is difficult. They're just going to tell you what's going to make you feel better at that point, right? But it's not necessarily what was the right thing. So that time when you're starting to see that, when you're starting to have your friends and family tell you that maybe you should let it go or whatever, that's precisely the moment that you should not stop. Seriously. People never get ahead by quitting, right? That is so important. Let me say that again. People never get ahead by quitting. If you believe in yourself, you will have the conviction to see it through. You will have the appropriate guidance to give you the strength and to surge ahead. You can do all of it while you're telling your friends and family to just have some faith and trust in you, right? Or If that's what it is, you'll have the ability to decide that you're going to do it without them and prove them wrong. That firm belief in yourself will give you the courage to stand up to them and give you the conviction to make it happen and make your business be successful or whatever it is you're working on. You know, whatever venture you decide to pursue, know that only by continuing forward and not stopping, that's how you're going to make it work. That's the only way you're going to make it work, is by never stopping, right? Think of Thomas Edison's contribution to the light bulb. I mean, he didn't actually invent the light bulb, contrary to popular belief, but he did make ones that lasted longer. And he tried thousands and thousands and thousands of different ideas before he found that, right? So imagine if he decided to quit after he ran into a few stumbling blocks early on. We wouldn't have light bulbs. So, hey, so you've got this. I know you do. You've got, just believe in yourself. Okay. So now I'd love to hear from you. What about you? Do you believe in you? What ideas do you have to help build that self-belief? What do you do when you're feeling scared or unsure? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments below. I would love to hear your stories. Thank you, Anitra, for being live with me today, and anyone else who might be live who just hasn't commented, and anyone who's watching the replay. I appreciate you. So go out there and have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow, or I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.